Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Dychronic, your host here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Destiny 2 reset for April 6, 2021. First and foremost, this week we have increased infamy. So if you wanted to get infamy ranks for the seasonal challenge, or you wanted to get them for any other reason, it is available this week. Another thing to note is that next week will be Iron Banner. So there's nothing else going special this week, but next week will be the Iron Banner, and I know the last one was only 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's pretty quick, and following that, we're gonna have the Guardian Games. And as you can see, my golden class item I have on right now, repping the Titans, we're going for gold again. Yeah, damn right, we're going for gold. What do you think? There's another type of metal on this planet? No. Woo! Challenges! Moving on, let's go ahead and take a look at the seasonal challenges. First of all, focus a tier 3 Umbro Engram. I've already done, so it just let me have it. The next one is defeating targets anywhere in the system with a full armor set. I imagine that it's going to be a set that's all the same name, so if you have the current seasonal armor, you can do all of that. Completing the exotic presage mission on normal or master. This is not retroactive because I have done this. Stagger, Pierce, or Disrupt champions. That is 50 champions for 4 times XP, so that's a pretty good one. And defeating Guardians and Gambit, and earn bonus progress when defeating them as an invader. Which I guess lines up with the Gambit thing, but not really that big. You know, I was under the impression that a season was 10 weeks long, but this doesn't look like it's supposed to be 10 weeks. I mean, the season goes for another 34, 35 days, so I guess that's 14 weeks? 14-week season? Does that make sense? I don't know why I thought it was 10 weeks. I mean, never mind. Yeah, maybe I'll play Gambit this week. Don't tell anybody I said it, though. Moving on with the regular weekly reset, starting up with the Nightfall Ordeal. This week it will be the Fallen Saber. It's going to be the big shank at the very end that changes to 3 different elements from the Destiny 1 mission, and honestly, the first part and the boss are the only hard parts. This one's actually a pretty good mission. It was definitely a lot harder in Destiny 1 before we had all these Destiny 2 weapons, and if you're looking for 100k, Legend seems like a good level to do it. The Grandmaster might be a bit touchy, especially during that section with the War Sat. I wish you the best of luck. The rotating Heroic Burn this week is going to be Archsage. The rotating Crucible playlist is going to be Clash. Moving on to Europa, the Empire Hunt this week is going to be the Technocrat. The simulation this week is going to be Safeguard. I believe this is the one where you just defend the location. The Deepstone Creamery Raid Challenge this week is going to be Red Rover. Taking place in the first encounter of the raid, every single person has to do the operator job at least once. So basically everybody has to shoot one of the panels down below while having the operator buff. There's a special strategy to switch people in and out, just find a guide online. Moving on to the moon stuff. First up for the Nightmare Hunts, we have things like Skolas, Zydron, and Tanix. Zydron obviously being the easiest because you can hide up in the rafters and shoot them the whole time. For the Garden of Salvation Raid Challenge, we have To the Top. It's going to be taking place, I believe, in the 3rd encounter of the raid. It's going to be in the encounter you actually kill the Harpy boss, and in this encounter, you have to deposit 10 motes anytime you deposit any amount of motes. So instead of doing 5, 10, 10, 5, you have to do 10, 10, 10. The strategy here is just send somebody early. When you get that first tether, everybody gets the buff, so you can send someone early to defend, and then it's easy from there. Moving on to Eververse's inventory, showing off her different items for Bright Dust. Always hoping for a select few, the Eververse armor set stuff for my Titan. I did miss the legs, and hopefully I can rectify that at some point. But let's go ahead and get started. First up, we have the Ghost Shells. The Omulon looks literally like a hard light in a Ghost Shell. It's kind of cute, but I really don't need it anymore. Also, in case you haven't noticed already, Bungie did in fact restore our Guardian Games Ghost Shells. For some reason, they got destroyed, or did they disappear and they were just invisible, and they sent them all back to us now. So if you have those ghosts that got disappeared, now they're back. They don't have any set stuff, and I don't know why I have a second Rival Titan shell, but hey man, that's free stuff right there. That's called stocks. You get free materials, yeah. Never mind. Okay. Back over on Eververse, we also have an emote called Groovin', where you just put on a headset and MP3 and you just go forever. It is an infinite. You have a transmit effect where you're coming on a Kel. You also have this this shader here, the Rustberry. I highly recommend. It is a bit more dulcet, so it's a very matte black and a very dark matte red in case you wanted something like this, but I still do recommend it. For the other Bright Dust section, woo! Okay. All right. First and foremost, we have the stick battle where you're just basically just... Oh. I was hoping that would be an infinite multiplayer emote, but you know, it's very wholesome, that's for sure. We have the chopping dance, which is I'm not gonna watch that whole thing. We have the ghost shell, which looks like this. A very, very nice ghost shell. A phalanx ghost shell. It's one of the better ones in my opinion. You have this sparrow, which I did not even realize had an animated effect on it, but it is a new sparrow to this season that I have literally never seen before. This is pretty dope, actually. Moving on from there, you have the chest piece for the Eververse set. Again, everyone is looking forward to getting each one of these pieces for all of it. And again, I am on my Titan, so I do see the Titan one. If you're on your other classes, you're gonna see whatever class you're on. We also have an ornament for the Anarchy. Finally, the first ornament for the Anarchy ever. This is, I was gonna say it's gonna be in the thumbnail, but it's gonna be a bit complicated to cut out, so maybe we'll try something else. We also have a ghost projection with a thumbs down. We've got some other transmit effects up in smoke, some other ones here with some fireworks. We also have Nectar Dynamo, which is a very intense purple shiny bit. I would recommend it for certain armor pieces. Carbon Blood, which looks fantastic on different armor pieces. I definitely like this better than the other darker red we saw just earlier. And then we've got some other ones which I'm not really that big of a fan of, but it's there if you want it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Honestly, I should just back up into people now. Like, why even run forwards when you can run towards them with the Anarchy ornament to make them jealous? All right. But no, seriously, let's giddy up, shall we? And finally, Hawthorn's inventory, showing off our weekly raid challenge. For the Last Wish raid, we have Strength of Memory. It's going to be taking place in the boss encounter of the raid, and basically, just don't shoot the same eye twice. If you're using the Lament cheese strat, don't worry about it. You never have to shoot eyes ever. But if you're doing it the regular way, or the way that you're supposed to do it, I guess it's not the regular way, just don't shoot the same eye twice. So you just trade off with somebody else, he can shoot that instead. And finally, let's go ahead and take a look at the Helm's possible rewards. Firstly, we have Elemental Armaments, where you're using a weapon that matches your subclass type, and as you get kills with that, you have an increasing chance to spawn an Elemental Well, and the other one will be Font of Might. Where picking up an Elemental Well will give you a weapon damage bonus of the same element as the well, which usually is going to be similar to your subclass. And that's it. That is going to be the end of the video. Let me know in the comments down below if any questions, concerns. Look at this beautiful monstrosity. And also, make sure you come check out my live streams that I have right after these videos, as well as all the times you can see on screen. Oftentimes doing open lobbies for raids. Definitely this week, we haven't really that much to do. I'm pretty much at the pinnacle cap, so we're going to be doing a lot of raids. Come join us, open lobby. Doesn't matter if you haven't done it yet, as long as, you know, there's not like 5 out of 6 who haven't done it. But yeah, that's going to be the, woo, we got to read out some names, baby. What do you do? And of course, as always, just want to give a big thank you to my patrons on Patreon. Specifically, thank you to Medibuju, Mom Dad, Charles Williams, Joe Smith, Monday, Natalie Hopkins, Steve Octonless, Justin Herrera, Raymond Shulman, Unipanther, Cole Sherman, Casey Reagan for their support on Patreon, and I hope you guys have a great day.